Just 2 weeks on from the climax of Super Rugby, the Rugby Championship has arrived. It all kicks off here tonight with the Springboks hosting the Wallabies. Hello everyone and welcome back along to your home of rugby, where we've got the Rugby Championship every single match throughout this shortened version of the competition. Of course, Rugby World Cup season is upon us, and the shortened version of the tournament will just see the teams play each other once throughout the season, and then on to bigger and better things with Rugby World Cup in Japan coming very, very quickly. Tonight it kicks off with the Springboks versus the Wallabies, and this is an interesting matchup which is going to see just how Super Rugby has fed these teams. So we see plenty of barnstorming ability. Will it be much of the same for two teams that have predominantly struggled in recent years? Having a look at the home team first, South Africa have much to prove, and they've even picked a weakened side for tonight's matchup as well, sending almost a team's worth of players across to New Zealand for next weekend's matchup and not taking part in this one against the Wallabies. Still though, it is a very good side, and you look through the team and you see guys like Tendai and Tawera, Mbanambi and Naikani along the front row is not to be laughed at. Ebenezer Beath will captain the side in the second row, and he'll be partnered by Lud Diaga in the partnership of the Locks. Into the back row, and it's a new combination here. Right, Elstad will get the start at 6 with Detoy alongside him at 7, and Francois Lowe getting the nod at number 8. Moving into the back line, and how about this for a halves partnership? It's Yankees and Yankees. Yes, Herschel and Elton will be alongside each other for a very, very intriguing halves combination. Outside those two, we'll see Andreas de Hazen and Jesse Creel in the midfield partnership. Marcus Olamapipi on the left wing, Nkosi on the right, and Warwick Gallant lining up at fullback for the Springboks, looking to get a good start to the Rugby Championship season. Up against them and travelling all the way over to Emirates Airline Park will be the Wallabies, and this is the team we're probably most interested to see how they will perform on the international stage. It's a side that always comes up good when it comes to Rugby World Cup time, but leading up to that, the Rugby Championship, what will we see from this team? It's an experienced side in places, but others have got some fresh blood running through the team. And of course, no Israel Folau has left a big hole in the number 15 jumper for the Wallabies. The front row has got two old heads either side of a newcomer to the team. It's James Slipper and Sikopi Kepu alongside the relative new face in the Wallabies lineup, Folau Whainga, who will start in the number 2 jumper. Another fresh-blooded man in Isaac Rodder will start in the second row alongside Rory Arnold. And how about this back row? It looks all about power, but how will it combine with the green and gold on their jerseys? It's Lucan Solokai, it's Loto starting on the blind side, Michael Hooper, of course, on the open, and the debutant Isana Sarani starting at number 8 for the Wallabies. Into the back line, it's a man we haven't seen in quite some time, with Nick White coming straight back into the fold for the Wallabies, starting at scrum half, and he'll partner Bernard Foley with a powerful midfield combination of Samu Karevi and Tavita Kurandrani in the midfield. On the left wing, it's a bit of a mix-up here with fullbacks playing on the outside backs position. Reece Hodge starts at 11, Hayla Petty starts on 14, and Tom Banks will take that much-discussed number 15 jumper for the Wallabies. Can they step it up here and get a big result against the Springboks? We'll find out over the next 80 minutes. So it will be Australia to get the game underway, and Brendan Foley with ball in hand for the Wallabies there, and of course the green and gold. And it is the Springboks in the green and white. Underway we go. Rugby Championship for 2019 is underway, and an early turnover finds possession back to Australia very early on. And great ball from Karevi finds Nick White. Left side Australia could be on something early. They cut it back in. It gets a bit stagnant now as they go back behind the defence. And around through the middle, back in the line for Folau Whainga. White, oh, he's giving it away, and he's trying a full pass as well. Rory Arnold just to his left. And he's pretty much popped it straight up to him. There it was, he was just standing right beside him, and he's just popped it up, and he had no idea, he didn't really want it. A great start though from the Wallabies. An initial break from Samu Karevi finding Nick White. And that is a partnership, a combination that could prove very, very profitable for the Wallabies. Here is South Africa and the Springboks heading way to Elton Yankees. The two Yankees combining there from the base of that scrum. And Herschel away to Elton, who pummels it into touch and looking for a bit of territory here at the Springboks to get the game underway. They've had one breakdown, which was turned over very rapidly by the Wallabies. Here's Fang, he's thrown it away. Lunzigaga steals it in, and then it's ball back to the Springboks. Stolen though, straight away it goes. Here's Karevi looking to link up out wide, but they cut him off nicely, and Kossi doing very well with Pimpi, and he breaks straight off the turnover. Andre Esterhuizen down the left-hand touchline. The chase is on. He's the ball on the inside. Francois Lowe, Nick White, no chance. Lowe will score, and Nick White is eating grass. Great try by the Springboks number 8. Big bust down the left-hand side. It was the two wingers who started it all. But how about this from Esterhuizen? He knew he didn't have the legs. But how about this confidence from Francois Lowe? No cares given to any defenders coming close. He was going under the sticks, whether they liked it or not. Puts out the fend, and Nick White, watch him here. Oh, he just goes flying into the uprights. Great try. Springboks hit the lead early. And all thanks to the turnover at the breakdown. And a big breakdown left-hand side by Andre Esterhuizen. And it'll come before that even, off a turned over line-out as well, which is even sweeter for the Springboks. Here is Elton Yankees from right from the sticks. He makes no mistake about that. Straight between for an extra 2. It's 7-0. South Africa lead Australia. And already this is the test match we were expecting and we were hoping for as well. A tight contest so far with plenty of attacking intent. As underway we go through Foley, and Peter Steph Toy takes it in. He's a bit isolated, but he has some green jerseys here in time to help him out. There's Herschel Yankees at the base, and he kicks, and the wind is dragging this one way over the sideline. Oh, poor kick from Herschel Yankees, but you've got to give him credit. If it was a calm night, that one would have looked pinpoint in the corner. Now Australia and flying it with a chance to set their own attacks up, just 40 metres out. The line out is a stray, but it's picked up nicely at the back from Australia. But the toy, he's turned it over. The Yankees doing well in midfield here. Creel, oh, he has support to his left. It all comes breaking down. Esterhuizen to Mbanami. And the hooker
release
charges on forward, sets it up for Creel. And back we go to Yankees, who this time allows for the win nicely. Elton, much more experience with the ball in hand, and he's got away nicely. Tom Banks runs it back with a bit of interest. Here's the ball for Salakai Loto. Strong runner. Hooper goes to Hodge, and Hodge almost finds through, but Mbanami turns him over. Mapimpi, numbers here. Outstand. Oh, and Mantoera. Here's Elton Yankees. All alone, one of the bags. Little grubber kick through, and he'll score it. No, he's picked it up. Oh, he's got it down. Confusion by everyone in the corner, but Elton Yankees claims it. Great try, Springboks, and they double their lead. Elstad did beautifully, and Mtarawera knew exactly where that ball had to go, but what a grubber from Elton Yankees. Oh, what a finish to boot as well. Superb tackle as he waited possibly too long to pick this one up. Watch him wait for it. There it is. Got it in his grasp. Big tackle from Tom Banks. Absolutely wiped his feet out from underneath him. But the presence of mind to get that ball down, that's number one priority. And that is a great try for the Springboks and for Elton Yankees. Always got the question marks around him, but he is putting in a masterful display at the moment. Great sideline conversion to boot. And South Africa with their tails up now. They lead 14-0 over Australia. Bronnan Foley is back. He's back to halfway yet again. He won't be too happy with this at all. He trails in his team by 14 points as Outstad takes the ball down beautifully as well. Sets it up just inside their half, but no, it's turned over. Nick White, turnover ball, and here we go for the Wallabies. Out to Kurandrani. He tries to bust through the tackle there. Oh, Mapimpi. Pick and go. Oh, that's a big high tackle on Naisarani. And that is Herschel Yankees. Oh, it's been an indifferent night so far, but it just gets worse. Yellow card for the scrum half. And he will spend 10 in the bin as the Wallabies will look for points. And it won't be through the boots off the tee. It'll be to the corner. And almost saved there. But still, good kick. Good accuracy from Foley. Gets them as many metres as they can. It's a 5 and a bit metre line out here for Fang. Only goes to the back and Hooper pops it back in. Oh, James Slipper! Oh, what a finish on the big man! The loose end prop, no right in the world. Gets a great try in the corner. What a play! Off the line out, Slipper scores and keep that one in your memory banks for a highlight reel. It was Nick White who went back to Slipper, broke away from Matauera, and the finish and the tackle of, that was Makazole Mapimpi, I think, and a great finish by the prop. Superb, there's Matauera and there's Mapimpi. Great finish from James Slipper. So a big try there. And an important conversion for Brandon Foley. Way out on the right hand side, it's a great kick. So Brandon Foley on form of the boot off the tee. And he brings the Wallabies back into this game, 14 points to 7 now. And we have just 5 and a bit minutes till half time. Of course, still without Herschel Yankees, how quickly they scored then, the Wallabies. Miraculous stuff. Here we go. Out Yankees kicks short this time. Oh, it's missed. Oh, well taken beautifully from Karevi. And they feed it back. Nice run. He goes round the corner. Finds his captain, Michael Hooper, who almost takes it up to halfway. Arnold goes on. A terrible pass away to Brandon Foley. Didn't want it. Didn't need it. And he paid the full price. Fighting it. Goes to Isaac Rodder. Big ball out wide. Fighting Salakai Loto, who gets it out to Dane Halapeti. It kicks long, lean forward, Gallant to run it. Oh, he'll try on a bag, but he's been absolutely decked by Dane Halapeti. Not the two biggest men in the world, but they clashed, and they clashed with no arms. And you've got to say, this goes to the touch. It will be half-time, and it will be. Reece Hodge taking the ball on the chalk, and the two teams will head to the sheds with it evenly poised so far with 14 points to 7. It is the Springboks with a nice lead of 7 points over the Wallabies. It has been an interesting first 40 minutes as well, with the Australian side just nudging possession and territory by a slender margin, but it has all come down to opportunities taken, and with the yellow card for Herschel Yankees in the first half, the Wallabies struck back through big man James Slipper, which replied nicely to the 2 early tries for the Springboks. Both sides doing a lot of offence at the moment, 32 tackles in total, but it is the discipline that is becoming the biggest factor, as we've seen a couple of high tackles now, which could prove a difference if someone can slot those 3-pointers on offer. It is the South Africans, though, at home and in charge, and they want to put this one to bed early in the second half if they can. The Wallabies, though, still with a sniff, still have a chance, and they are a team, they are a nation that just don't go away. 47 the score. Who will take this all so important opening matchup, but also opening round points of the Rugby Championship? So back underway we go, and it is South Africa now who will kick the second half underway. It is the impressive Australian Yankees. With ball in hand, Herschel is back on the field as well for the South Africans. As a deep kick this time from Yankees, who goes down to 22, and Nick White drags it in and gets hammered as well. Ball and defender at the same time. Hodge, looks to use the back line now. Kurandrani does very well. Finding some ball on the inside. Nice run, he's lost it to Intermove. Here's the toy. Real chance now for the Springboks. Back to Alston. Yankees, he's got support. It's going to be a try. Mapimpi! Marcus Mapimpi scores, and the Springboks extend the lead. Straight out of the blocks. That is the start they would have dreamed of in the halftime changing rooms. Almost stuffed it up there by Peter Steph Tatui, but he did brilliantly to free that ball up. Elstad did a magnificent job. How about that finish though? Makazole Mapimpi, that's what he's all about. Well, Tatui wanted to go himself, didn't he? He wanted to go straight through that hole. And the Wallabies, they rushed up on that loose ball, and that gave that half a chance for Argentinian Pumas, who looked up and he seen he had that man, Makazole Mapimpi, on the wing, on the sidelines, and just one defender to beat. The cover come across, but in no way good enough to stop Mapimpi in the corner. 19-7. We are just 5 minutes into the second half now. And Yankees could make it 21-7. Here's the conversion. It's swinging back in. That is very good. Extremely good kick from Argentinian Yankees. And the lead is extended now, 21-7. And the Wallabies, they needed something straight back after half-time. But now, they seem back in the mire, 14 points behind. Bernard Foley gets us swiftly back underway. It's been just minutes since we started off before. And look at his quick hands through the back line. Kossi tries to go alone out wide. He gets friends now, even Warwick Galan. Look at him, he's jumping in there as well. Here's Naikani. And big Trevor Naikani goes for a bit of a scamper. He's in a bit of trouble though. Green jerseys come late and help him out. Yankees has it. Goes for a bit of a run. Oh, he tries to seam his way through, but he's been bulldozed right off the ball. And the Wallabies get it back. Sanakai Loto going himself. Now's a chance for Australia to get back on the board. They swing it to the left side. Reece Hodge back inside. And it's no option to get away there. Folau Flanger going to the right inside. Slipper already one try in his name already. They cut it right out there to Karanjani. Waiting on the wings was Hayla Petty. They couldn't get it there. Here's Folau Flanger once more. It's a high tackle. And Jesse Creel, the culprit this time. Flanger taking a liking to playing scrum half. And a big decision to be made here by Michael Hooper, who has eventually gone with the shot at goal. They are 14 behind, but this will mean nothing more than they've still got to score twice. Here's Foley. And it's a dolly for him there, isn't it? That's an easy one. Foley adds the extra 3. It is 21-10 now. The lead is only 11. But the Wallabies still need to score twice to take it away from the Springboks. Big breeze still flowing here. You can see it going from right to left on your screens. And away we go. Kicking into it is the Argentinian Yankees once more. And Evans climbs high, but it's well taken by Nosarani. Australia with more chances, ball in hand. Arnold does well, and they fire it through in the middle of tackles. Nick White again finds himself in space. Oh, penalty as well. Big plays there from the Springboks. Slipper and White. Oh, they're having a real ding-dong there. Big argument over how that one went down. And now, we talked about a big decision before. Contrasting captaincies as Yankees looks for the corner. Yeah, but it's a big looking for the killer blow, looking for that final punch to the Wallabies' hearts. And Bungi and Banami to throw in. He goes all to the front, but it's missed. Elstad grabs it in. Goes away to Argentinian Yankees, who steps through one, hammered by the second wave. And there's plenty of big boys there to help out. Tiaga, Creel. It's the Hasten straights up and tries to go through a hole right in front of the sticks. It was right there for him as well. It's a big through in Banami. Away to Argentinian Yankees, so, but he's throwing a desperate ball. And it eventually dribbles into touch. He spotted a gap to the Argentinian Yankees. Tried to find Nkosi on the right. Big line out there for Folau Flanger. They need to clear their lines. Oh, they've given it straight to Lundiaga, and here is Argentinian Yankees. Great try. Oh, simple as that. Quick as lightning. Finish of a champion. Yankees scores, and that is a great try for the Springboks. Well, it didn't take much. It was another poor line out from the Wallabies. Went straight to Lundiaga, and he takes that with absolute glee. And he fires it straight down to a snappy little number 9. And Herschel Yankees the name we've almost said the most tonight, who delivers a pinpoint shot straight between 9 and 10. And just like that, with a click of the fingers, the Springboks lead is back out again with a kick to come. Wallabies score 3. Springboks, they've taken their penalty chance, and they have scored 5 with a kick to come. Here is Argentinian again off the tee, and that is another great kick. The kicking on show tonight has been nothing short of fantastic, as both these sides have got everything with absolute ease. Here is Brendan Foley getting us back underway into the final 10 minutes. It's a high one, it's a very good kick. And Peter Steph claims it on the 22 for the Springboks. Yankees, box kicks. Rather averagely as well. Easthuizen chases hard with a good tackle there from Manami. Slows it down, and Reece Hodge takes it to contact to short of the 22. Then Manami is signing autographs to the fans. He's not even on the field of players. Through half a tackle! Oh, Samu Karevi does what he does best. Foley change directions there from Michael Hooper. Away goes Reece Hodge, who's in the corner. Reece Hodge scores. Great try for the Wallabies. Well, that was too easy. Michael Hooper, of course, number 7 on his back. But he knows, and he evaluates the play very well. He knows exactly what the goal is here. He cuts back, creates room on the blind side. The Springboks don't show enough attention to the extra man. But that run there from Samu Karevi was just fantastic. Look at this, bang! Takes on 4 defenders before sliding it away to Reece Hodge, who just has to motor away from Mbonambi. And he does that with absolute ease as well. Time is ticking for the Wallabies. Do they have enough in the tank to put this one back into contention? Less than 4 to go. And the conversion for Foley is sweetly struck as well. Over it goes, no problems at all. And the scoreline now down to 28 points to 17. Last few minutes now, very important. Underway we go again. A high kick this time. Less than 2 to go now on the clock as it's well taken from the Wallabies. They're the ones that need possession. Salakaloto trying to go himself. Had Foley on his wing. On Sonaivam, Tawera is absolutely pummeled. Big tackle there from Reece Hodge. Mtawera come up with the ball. He looked up and he saw the blonde thunder of Reece Hodge pummel him. Oh, it's a tap. Quick tap here from Yankees. Oh, no, Carney stopped it on. Big Trev going for a big run. And he's done nothing but spill it forward. Unfortunate there for Naikani, but there it's full time. Regardless, the Springboks have been too good for the Wallabies. Opening night of the Rugby Championship 2019. Big high fives all around. Lutiaga getting involved there. Warwick Gallant, another one with big pressure on him to perform. And the Springbok side have certainly shown the depth in South African rugby here tonight against Australia. Big plays, big tries, and a really big win against the Wallabies tonight. 28 points to 17. The final score, 4 tries to 2. Tries for Francois Lowe, Herschel Yankees, and Elton Yankees. And of course, Marcus Olama Pimpy picking one up as well. Elton Yankees perfect from the tee. 4 out of 4 conversions to give them their 28 points. As for Australia, 17 going their way. The Wallabies 2 tries. James Slipper and Reece Hodge, 1 per half, getting them up to 17 points. Alongside that, 2 conversions from Foley and the penalty goal from the number 10 as well. 28-17, close, but not enough. They were always chasing the game far too far behind the Wallabies, and they paid the full price as they never really got back in this game. Full-time stats, well, not too much of a change from the half-time ones, was it? The Springboks pulled back a little bit on possession, a little bit on territory, but overall, the Wallabies took those both by a whisker. The high tackles, well, we had one each per half, didn't we? As both sides felt the wrath a little bit of the referee and gave away some easy meters when it probably mattered to them the most. The Springboks, though, 7 handing errors to just a 2 by the Wallabies. We're quite happy. Australia, I think, they made less errors, but from that, they did not score more points. And I mean, you'll take handing errors to Springboks as long as you pick up the win, and that is what they have done tonight against Australia. A great game to open up our Rugby Championship campaign. I'll be back again for matchup number 2, Argentina versus New Zealand. The Pumas versus the All Blacks. Hope to see you all there for that one in the coming days. Until then, thanks for watching. As always, hope you enjoyed the matchup here tonight, and I'll see you all next time for more from the Rugby Championship. Until then, take care.